Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Qinspride. A quick one. I know we've seen what is trending. I think that was it started in June. That's when it got escalated. And recently there's been an agitation by Ghanaians, right? I would love you to watch this video and we'll come back and talk about it.
Arise, O Nigerians, the ancestors call to thee. The spirits of the spirits, the echoes of strength, rings through the chosen. Arise, O the chosen ones, the giant of Africa. In unity we stand, in resilience we conquer. Africans are true to the ancient figure.
You use me as a decoy. I'm from Capture still, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, please. What's your name?
My name is James Clark, the convener.
Why are you here this morning?
Okay, we are here to present. We came here this morning to present a petition to the Nigerian commissioner. But when we got here this morning, we were told he is not present. Luckily for us, we met one of his people, some of their chiefs, and then we met one of the Nigerian big headsmen, Chief Callistus and others. They spoke to us nicely. They told us that our petition is considered, but the commissioner is not here. So they received the petition and they will be giving it to the commissioner, and I believe they will do justice to it.
The petition, is it about what?
A Ghanaian businessman has invested into housing in Nigeria. The Nigerians populace were harassing him. He went to court. He succeeded.
The name of the businessman?
Yeah, Mr.
Or the group?
Okay, Mr. Essien Jonah. He is the main businessman. He has a couple of them around him who are Ghanaians, and I'll later mention them to you. But you see, the problem is that we live peaceful and harmony with our Nigerian brothers and sisters here in Ghana. They got married to our family and everything. Everything is smooth here. Our Ghanaian brothers too in Nigeria are being harassed. So we just want the commissioner to talk to the Nigerian IGP and talk to the Nigerian immigration officers, and also talk to the president so that everything will be peaceful. Thank you very much.
Please, your name.
My name is James Clark, the convener.
Your convener of?
Yes.
Convener of what?
Concerned citizens of Ghana.
Concerned citizens of Ghana.
Ghana,
Then
yes.
what do you do apart from?
I'm a media personnel, I'm an actor, and I'm a
Personally, I know you, but I want you to give details.
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
camera
saying.
so that
I'm a media personnel, I'm an actor, a businessman, and a philanthropist.
okay. But how are you like your association with you?
Yeah, because within the fraternity, a lot of people know me. My attention was drawn to this situation. Videos were given, and then when I viewed it, I realized that as a citizen of Ghana, I should come to the aid of a Ghanaian wherever he is in the world when he's facing challenges. Because as a patriotic Ghanaian, when I hear my brother being suffered or being bullied or being manipulated somewhere or abused somewhere, it is our duty to make sure that we call the commissioners of those departments or the countries to talk to their president and talk to their IGPs, talk to their immigration heads, so that everything that they are doing, they will stop and let the businessman do his business peacefully.
Please, 1 minute. Can we have the...
Alright, here is the story. But first off, before I start this story, I would love us to know that the law works in this country. Some of us may say, oh, the country is a lawless country. It's a lie. This country has laws and their laws do work. The problem we have is that we allow tribalism to cloud our judgments even when the law is working. Now, if you know the law in Nigeria and you have the money to pursue it, if something is working against you, definitely win. Now, there is a huge dispute over the River Park estate in Abuja. Now, Abuja is the capital of Nigeria, and you and I know that owning a property, either landed property or housing in Abuja, is a hot cake. It is a dream of even the high and mighty in Nigeria to own a piece of land in Abuja. And River Park Estate is an upscale estate or environment in the capital of Nigeria. Let me also remind you that there are so many foreigners in Nigeria, and these foreigners are permitted to own a land just the way citizens own a land. They are permitted to own a land in Nigeria for 99 years. After that, you renew it with a very small token after 99 years. So it's applicable to even the citizens. And there are so many foreigners in Nigeria, including Ghanaians and Cameroonians, and even Kenyans, buying properties in Nigeria and owning them as theirs for life, because 99 years no be here, and after 99 years you will renew. It's your property, all right, for as long as you have the proper documents. Okay, now back to the dispute. This involves many parties, including Nigerians. It is a land dispute which is normal in Nigeria. Okay, so the matter is currently being handled by a panel amongst the estate developers. It is a civil matter. The Ghanaians, Nigerians, and other foreign nationals are also involved. People are just trying to say, oh, this land belongs to me, this is my own. Okay, and you're not supposed to touch this land or this and that. It's normal, right? However, one of the parties went and involved the police, which was allowed earlier, and a report was concluded by the police. However, another party involved went and involved the higher police officials and EFCC, which is wrong. To me, that's intimidation tactics, and they do that a lot in this country, Nigeria, against even we, the normal citizens. Okay, these are the rich versus the rich, but trying to use EFCC to distort the organized, proper civil investigation meant one thing. You don't have documents sufficient enough to back your claims. And these other parties know about it. And again, from the look of things, the instructions didn't even come from the EFCC headquarters, which simply means that these people operated on their own as a unit, even with their commission and the rest of them. So it is about power play here. It has nothing to do with the law. Did you understand that? So some of the parties were arrested and they were harassed by this branch EFCC, claiming there is forgery, this and that on the part of the Ghanaian and even some of the Nigerians should be questioned, because why are you getting involved in a civil matter? They were all told to submit their documents. This matter is not between two parties. There are parties involved, many parties involved. I believe some Nigerians involved in this dispute also backed the Ghanaian, dragging EFCC and police to court, because the law of this nation will definitely favor him. Because some people will say, oh, how on earth can a citizen drag the law to court and win? Well, it happens in Nigeria if you know the right channel. I know it does not happen in Ghana, because the law in Ghana looks at its people and work against foreigners, especially Nigerians, irrespective of how sane or how properly documented the Nigerian is. For as long as it is the Nigerian versus the law, of course, the law of Ghana will win. It does not work here. Here, our law works, especially for foreigners. I will say not for us because of tribal sentiments, all right? So that is just it. We use tribalism to destroy even the law when it is working. So the Ghanaians involved dragged police and EFCC to courts, and of course we understood the game. So court presided over it, and of course these Ghanaians won. EFCC and police were ordered to stay away from the matter and to allow the civil panel to take control. So they wanted the court to restrain the officials from trespassing and getting involved. Also, they wanted the EFCC officials and the police officials to pay them 200 million naira. Yes, for harassing them. Which, of course, if you look at it, that is the simple thing that should be done. It is just that such a thing doesn't happen in Ghana when it comes to other foreign nationals. But that does not mean that we should not say the truth. Now there is a video circulating that there is another harassment from the police against the Ghanaians. No one knows if it is true. Now my question is this: why are some Ghanaians in Ghana getting involved? You are pouring sand in your brother's garri. You are trying to raise doors that weren't there. You are trying to remind Nigerians of what they've been constantly trying to overlook. We've been overlooking your humiliations in Ghana. Please don't just start it. Let it not turn to citizens versus citizens war. Allow people that are having their normal land dispute to do their thing. We know you cannot allow that in Ghana. Your hatred for Nigerians in Ghana will never allow you give them a listening ear. Now, to every typical Nigerian that loves the truth, that wants the truth, irrespective irrespective of whether we are Nigerians or non-Nigerians. This is wrong, right? I believe they've gone to courts. Check the screen. You will realize that the court even had passed a law restraining EFCC and the rest from going after these people. Yes, they are foreigners. So I love the fact that the law had already taken its course. And I don't appreciate the fact that there has been a fresh attack on this group of people. I know this happened last month. So as a Nigerian, I condemn that act because I don't believe in pettiness, all right? Allow people in your land, whether individual investors or businessmen, to thrive. That is what we are talking about. That's just it. Allow them. However, I would love us to talk. This is not just happening to only foreigners. It is happening to Nigerians generally. I know that if you've been listening to the news, you will be hearing about all the Nigerians that their houses were demolished. So it is not about a Ghanaian in Nigeria. So I want us to trash that. Because when you go online, you just be hearing, oh, Ghanaian businesses in Nigeria. No, please stop that crap. Stop it. This is all about demolition. Housing in Abuja has been happening in Lagos. It is not about foreigners. It's about Nigerians in Nigeria. And it has to do with laws, trespassing on lands and the rest of them. That is, we're talking about land use, the laws concerning lands and the rest of them. So it is a complicated issue for both Nigerians and foreigners. In fact, they're even giving a listening ear because they are foreigners. But wait, to make I ask one question. Ghanaians, why are you guys shouting? Why are Ghanaians agitated? And why are people saying, oh, Ghanaians in Nigeria are being harassed? No, Ghanaians in Nigeria are not being harassed. So this is a one-off case. How many of you have heard of that before? Why all these unnecessary agitations here and there? But let me ask us. It's been Nigerians in Ghana. It's been Ghanaians, the Ghanaian authority against Nigerian traders and businessmen in Ghana. Please, I want us to watch our screen. You have your Google with you. Nigerian businesses have been suffering in Ghana. They are still suffering in Ghana. Look at your screen. That's a Nigerian businessman being dragged out of his shop, even with his Nigerian flag, being beaten by Ghanaian police officers. What did the authorities say and do? Then Ghanaians were defending that, oh, this is our land. When you come to our land, do what we said in our land. Then it became a defensive thing. It was Ghanaians versus Nigerians. And all of a sudden, you guys are agitated. No one dragged anyone on the street. It's even a court issue. There have been someone to go to the police. Yes, I'm against what they are doing. But they've not even done what your people are doing against us. And all this while, it will be hard for you to even see a Ghanaian that will come online to call out Ghanaians for what they are doing against Nigerians. And now, it's been, oh, we've been living in peace and harmony, says who?
Ghana reacted to a statement issued by the federal government where the Ministry of Information and Culture warned that Nigeria will no longer tolerate the harassment of her citizens resident in the country. A 6-page release signed by Kojo Opong Nkrumah, the Minister of Information of Ghana, stated that for the record, the accusations are not reflective of the development and any protest will be unjustified. President Nana Akufo-Addo will in the coming weeks engage with President Buhari to develop a framework where allegations of ill treatment of citizens of either country will be addressed.
Conflict management expert Dr. Undobiso Nwokolo joins us now for more on this development. You look at the 6-page statement by the Ministry of Information in Ghana, and it seemed to have responded to most of the issues raised by the Nigerian government, debunking all of it. One of it is the seizure of the Nigerian mission's property, which Nigeria had used as diplomatic premises for 50 years. It mentioned that that transaction was a commercial arrangement between the High Commission of Nigeria in Ghana and a private citizen. How do you react to this new development?
First, there's need for us to understand that between Nigeria and Ghana, they've shared history, they've shared experience. It has always been an issue of suspicion, and I don't want to use the word rivalry or jealousy, but if you go down to pre-colonial era, it has always been like that. So looking at it from the point of what they defend by Ghana, one could just say that it's easier to always defend an issue. So again, if you try to like match it 1-to-1 against one, Nigeria and Ghana has not really been friends, have not really been enemies. So what they are doing is they are playing that game against us. So I think that's the best way to look at it first.
Nigerian businesses in Ghana are suffering. Why will you tell me that I will raise $1 million before $1 million before I will start retail?
All right, as it stands, what options are available to the government? Because from reports we are getting, the federal government is looking at filing a suit against the Ghanaian government. Is that a right step in the right direction?
First of all, it could be the right step, but that's going to take a long time.
How long?
A long time. You're not going to go file a suit today and get remedies or judgment tomorrow. First of all, what they are doing is implementing their domestic laws. And to the extent that the ECOWAS protocol, it does not invalidate their local law that says just retail trade. They are not saying ECOWAS citizens cannot come in and go out. They are not saying that you can't bring goods from Nigeria and sell. They are only saying don't retail, don't open stores in our market. If you want to do it, just bring $1 million investment worth in cash or in goods. My recommendation, Ghana and Nigeria have very strong ties, and there's a lot we do for Ghana. The energy needs of Ghana are supported by Nigeria. There are so many ways we support Ghana. I think we should engage the Ghana authorities quickly to look at that law in the GIPC Act that requires $1 million investment, not a tax. It's not, nobody's taxing Nigerians $1 million. They are saying bring what of investment. They should say that this law should exempt Nigerians or exempt ECOWAS citizens at least for 2 years or 3 years while they regularize. You must give a window of comfort. It's not the government that is fighting Nigerians. It's the traders union are the ones pointing their government to that law. And there's no way a government will disobey its own laws. So we must look at amending the law or exempting the ECOWAS citizens by mutual negotiation. And Nigeria can offer something for that. Yes.
What can Nigeria offer?
Ghana owes us a lot in terms of gas supply. We supply gas to the country. We also give them so much comfort in other areas. We do credit in crude oil supply to Ghana. We can negotiate. They are owing us money. So you must call the president, though he faces a precarious situation. Election is November, and so he's trading cautiously, not to be seen to be working against citizens, especially citizens of the region where he gets his biggest votes.
All right. For clarity's sake, this was in 2020. And then the president of Ghana and the president of Nigeria then had a bilateral talk. And after that, even after that, the union refused to open the shops of Nigerians. And from 2020 through 2021, ending of 2021, Nigerian shops, more than 300 shops, were still locked. Yet you claim we are brothers and sisters, you are living in harmony. After almost 1 year, their shops were unlocked. And from time to time, easily agitated Ghanaians will rush and lock up Nigerian shops. Yet nobody is saying anything. Ghanaians are not coming online to agitate. I'm not seeing Ghanaians writing petition to agitate against it. After all, it's in their land and it is okay, it is their law. Do I have that $1 million and I'll come to Ghana? Did they keep that $1 million and they came to Ghana? If they have $1 million, there are no places to go to. If I have $1 million, I will become an importer. Why would I come to Ghana to do retail business if I have $1 million? You know that it is not feasible. You know clearly enough that it is not doable, but you actually activated it anyway. Nigerians have done a lot for Ghana. And when I say Ghanaians are ungrateful, I am very, very serious about it. And that is the simple truth. We supply gas to you. There are so many things. Listen to them talk. Yet, when you create these laws, should it be for ECOWAS? But you will do it anyway, and it is Ghana. In as much as I condemn this act, I still appreciate the fact that many of you are feeling what we Nigerians constantly feel in your land. And when we complain, it will be that, oh, why don't you go back to your land? I will not tell your brother to leave our land because that's unwise. All I would say is that the authority should do the needful. It's not just about him. A lot of people are facing the same thing. And for as long as there has been court injunction, it simply means that everything, all their papers are complete, all their documents are complete. So I do not see why they should be harassed. I don't like what is going on. But Sheona the film that we should be doing against us is just one person. It's just one company. A group of persons, just one group of people. Just a company. These are not different people that your people were dragging. Don't forget too easily that which you planted. You don't want it to be planted in your vineyard. But you were busy planting it in another person's vineyard. You were busy dragging our people. And you were in defense of what your people were doing. How many Nigerians will be given a listening ear in Ghana by authority? But here we are listening. Our people are even condemning. In fact, people are even lucky that you are Ghanaians. Because the way they are dragging our own people in Nigeria, like EFCC versus Nigerians. So it is not about you being foreigner. So look, nobody should come and tell me, oh, Ghanaian businesses is a lie. Your people are busy walking up and down with their businesses in Nigeria. Go to our markets. They are there, they food there. Nobody is harassing them. Have you heard before? But go online and type businesses in Nigeria and Ghana. You will see a lot of harassments against Nigerians by your people. This is just a one-off case. I condemn it. I believe in unity. I believe in acceptance. For as long as there is law, you are following the law. But your people are not even allowing our people to even show proof. All the documents you wanted them to have, they have all their documents. You wouldn't even want them to show you the documents. You just want to send them out. The business attitude against Nigerians is massive in Ghana. And please, EFCC and the Nigerian authority, if there is a rule that has been made, if there is a rule that has been passed, please hack into it. Stand on it. I don't accept this harassment. It is wrong both for Nigerians and for foreigners. If their documents are properly done, if their papers are properly documented, I do not see the need to harass them. I'm speaking both for Nigerians and for foreigners alike. Let us call a spade a spade. Let us not be petty like most of these people from all these neighboring nations. Let us not say, oh, because they do this to us, let's do it to them. That is why we are different. Let's not pay them back in their own coin. There are good people everywhere. We need investors in our land. They need to come and invest. Please do not harass investors. Do not even harass our own investors in our own land. That is not a good idea. That is wrong on so many levels. Me, I will stand on the truth. Please, let's not be petty. Let's not be petty.
Arise, O Nigerians, the ancestors call to thee. The spirits of the spirits, the echoes of strength, rings through the chosen. Arise, O the chosen. chosen ones, the giant of Africa. In unity we stand, in resilience we conquer. Africans are true to the ancient figure.